Good morning, everyone. It's always a pleasure to present here in my home in Dubai. So my case is the large intraocular foreign body with a retinal detachment. Our case was a 48-year-old male who had repaired extensive rupture globe scleral by me 15 days prior to the surgery. The CT showed intraocular foreign body and the ultrasound showed retinal detachment. His visual acuity was perception of light with bad light projection. So our decision was to go for phaco-vitrectomy in order to extract this large foreign body, which was expected to be large because of the extent of the scleral rupture. So we start by doing phaco. His lens was clear, and we managed to do phaco successfully, and we opened the posterior capsule with the cutter. Now, as you enter the vitreous cavity, you can see very dense organized vitreous hemorrhage. As we mentioned, the ultrasound showed a retinal detachment, so we don't know which is the level of the retina. So carefully trimming this organized vitreous hemorrhage and aspirating the liquefied vitreous hemorrhage layer by layer, sometimes opening pocket of vitreous hemorrhage and aspirating, and sometimes organized vitreous hemorrhage like this, and trying to pull it away from the retina, which is not evident at this moment. And we have many instances of multiple or extensive bleeding, so we shift to air to tamponade this blood. And I managed now to see the retina. You can see the retina is starting to show inferior. This is an area of inferior retinal detachment. Now completing our vitrectomy by doing dissection of this organized vitreous proliferation on the retina, we can see here, nasal to the disc, we have the area of the rupture which was extending nearly from the limbus to the optic disc and formed some gliosis on this area with the clot of blood over it. So now trimming this fibrous tissue, and we can see the inferior large intraocular foreign body impacted on the inferior retina, and of course obscuring and a large intraocular, large retinal break. So now we're just doing some dissection or some trimming of this clot. We don't remove this area of fibrosis obscuring the rupture globe. Now, after injecting PFC, we dislodge the foreign body, and by the dormiovascular forceps, we're trying to grasp it from this sharp edge, but it's very large. We cannot grasp it at all with this dormiovascular forceps. You can see here. So we went by the 21 gauge endogripping forceps and doing the iris search technique by carefully putting the foreign body on the iris, it's a large one you can see, without damaging the anterior posterior capsule. And by supporting the foreign body with the left hand by the light and opening with the right hand the limbus to extract it. And we're trying to, with the McPherson forceps, to grasp this foreign body, but it's very large, it's slippery. You cannot have a good grasp of it. And if the iris getting out, it's very annoying, of course. But we need to have the infusion high because there's multiple areas of bleeding. Again, trying with another 19 gauge endogripping forceps, but it fell down. So going back again with the 21 gauge forceps. Now I decided this time to do the handshake technique. So by the 19 gauge on the left hand, the 21 gauge on the right hand, and again supporting with the left hand the spatula posterior, and finally going in with the 19 gauge large endogripping forceps to grasp this huge intraocular foreign body, and successfully we did. Now we're going to complete the vitrectomy. We have still retinal detachment, so we're going to put the PMMA in the sulcus, closing the wound, and going back again to complete our vitrectomy, doing the vitreous shaving. Of course, we have a very large break inferiorly that will be visible in a moment, increasing of the PFC bubble to the edge of the breaks. You can see here. Trimming again the vitreous base. We have a small break here, and the large one will be visible in a short moment. It's already there under this organized hemorrhage. And now we are completing it as a regular retinal detachment surgery by doing the fax, endolaser, and of course finishing the surgery by injecting silicone oil. And closing, of course, this sclerotomy. And this is his 4th-month follow-up till this moment. The macula is flat under silicone. His best corrective visual acuity improved to counting fingers 1.5 meters. Thanks God, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Kharboush. Any comments from the judges? Yes, ma'am. Very nice surgery, really, and difficult one. I would say that when you're trying to get the foreign body out, you could also use flute cannula with a not soft tip, but without silicone at the tip, or you can even use the
The magnets?
endophaco tip to catch by just aspirating it.
Okay.
Because it says the surface was quite smooth,
Yeah.
so you can just aspirate it, and while aspirating, you can put it into the anterior chamber. Your technique is good to take it from the corneal incision. That was wise, but since it's slippery, since it's smooth, it would be nice to do it just only aspirating. Another technique may be to use the magnet if you have. When you use the magnet, you just elevate it and then put it into the anterior. So this may be small.
Thank you.
I had a question. So maybe I missed. Did you put any viscoelastic to save the endothelium? One.
Yes, for sure.
And what was the complication at the end of surgery that you found?
The complication after surgery, just a small silicone bubble in the anterior chamber. That's it.
Yeah.
And some posterior synecdoche, of course, from the.
I thought there was a tiny PFCL bubble temporal to the macula, but that bubble which was in the AC was seen at the end of the video.
Yes.
So we should have tried to push it back with viscoelastic. And definitely when we are removing the foreign body and taking it out of the AC, we must put viscoelastic on the endothelium. Otherwise, that cornea will decompensate. With both the things, the cornea will decompensate.
Yeah, sure.
Just one comment. You could have also considered implanting the IOL when you had the foreign body in the iris plane, because it slipped back. You already had a sulcus. You could have implanted the IOL.
I thought about this, but I was afraid that the IOL manipulation itself may let the foreign body fall down also. So I was not quite skeptical about it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.